Yo, what's good? What's going on, man? Salute to everybody tuning into the channel, man. It's your boy, Acito, man. Hope everybody enjoying their weekend, man. Definitely enjoying mine, man. It's Sunday. Just a chill, relaxed day. You know what I'm saying? I caught up on BMF. Crazy episode. Crazy episode. I'm not gonna lie. The last season and the season before that, it started to kind of like, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling the direction they was going, but I love the way they picked off from this episode here. Like, so much happened. There's so much stuff in between happened. It's like you got to watch the episode twice. But yeah, definitely check that out. I ain't gonna spoil it for y'all, man. Definitely not. Wow, so much to talk about, man. In the headlines, Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar was in the headlines. Crazy, bro. Friday, I think it was like Friday. Yeah, Friday, I saw Vlad posted a picture with Lord Jamar. Now, it's no secret. Lord Jamar, along with Godfrey, fell out with Vlad due to Vlad's comments about the minister Louis Farrakhan. Vlad misquoted the minister. He saw a clip, that was on TikTok or Instagram, and it didn't have the full context, and it actually was edited, and then to make Minister Farrakhan look like he was hating against Jews, which was not the case. And when it was brought to his attention that, this is not the actual clip, this is the real clip, he never publicly went back and apologized. He said, I'm not apologizing for it. So a lot of people was on his ass about that. You know what I'm saying? And Lord Jamar and Godfrey took a lot of heat for that because, Lord Jamar and Vlad are really close friends. You know what I'm saying? They're really close friends. So in a nutshell, it's like, these dudes trying to, get Vlad to kind of apologize publicly. Vlad's not willing to do it. They catching heat from the from the black community and people within the industry and people just in, the Muslim, community as well. And Vlad just wasn't, he wasn't budging. So Lord Jamar Godfrey gave him an ultimatum like, you either apologize or we can't rock with you no more. And Vlad was just like, if you don't want to rock with me, cool. And that's how their relationship ended. I didn't even realize it's been 5 years, since they've actually spoken or did an interview together. So I'm not gonna lie, like when a lot of hot topics, happen within the culture, Vlad has like a consistent group of guests that he will bring on. Boosie is one of them. Gilbert Arenas used to be one of them. I hadn't seen him in a while. I know Ari Spears is one of them. Lord Jamar was one of them. I think John Sally. So that's like a couple guests. TK Kirkland, that will come on there. He'll ask them, about what they got going on next, but also, just their opinion on current topics. And Lord Jamar was just like, and Vlad had really great chemistry. When he would come on the show, and a lot of those episodes went viral, like a lot of those topics as well. But I didn't even realize it's been like 5 years since, they've worked together. So when I saw the picture, I was like, damn. I was like, okay. But then I also saw a lot of backlash, bro. Like before we even saw the actual interview, bro, I've seen so many bloggers, so many media outlets like in disgust with Lord Jamar saying, you got to take Lord out your name. Just they going in, bro. And I could understand their perspective. Just Lord Jamar being the type of person that he is, pro-black as he is, and representing, the 5%ers and having, I don't know if he has a close relationship with Minister Louis Farrakhan, but I'm pretty sure he looks up to him and holds him in high regards, just like I do and a lot of people within, the black community. It just, I don't know, man. But I don't want to go too far. So before this picture was posted, Vlad did apologize. I don't know if y'all saw that. He did go to Willie D's podcast and he did apologize. He did. He apologized to the minister Louis Farrakhan for his comments and not fact checking and speaking on him incorrectly. So I do want to give him, credit for that. He did apologize. A lot of people are like, well, it took too long. It should never took this long. Yeah, I agree with that as well. You know what I'm saying? But me, as I get older, bro, I'm just not into like the holding grudges unless you super duper violate. Like if you super duper violate, like then yeah. And some people feel like that's a super duper violation. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I can have some sense of empathy where it's just like, it ain't like you didn't kill nobody, you didn't hurt nobody physically. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been nice if you would have sat down and had a conversation with Minister Louis Farrakhan. You know what I mean? I don't know if he would have been open enough to have that conversation with Vlad, but that would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, he apologized. Cool, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? And Lord Jamar, I watched it. I watched the full interview. For the record, I watched the full interview. It's like a 3-hour interview. I got the membership so I could, get access and watch the whole joint because I was interested. I wanted to see exactly, what transpired, what led to them actually having a conversation, who hit who first. And it was crazy. Lord Jamar had a moment where I guess he was at home and his dog passed away. And one of his dogs was actually the last time he was on Vlad. The dog was with him. The dog recently passed away. And I guess he got to reflecting, thinking about Vlad, their relationship and things of that nature. And that propelled him to go back to his old Texas. And I believe he went to like one of the Texas and he hearted it. And I guess that said that, when somebody puts a 100 emoji or heart, whatever, it'll send an alert to the other, messenger. Vlad hit him with a question mark back. And then that's how, they started, talking back again. So I guess it went on for like maybe like a month or so, a couple weeks where they were just speaking again, talking about what happened, what went wrong and things of that nature. And then long and behold, hey, they back to doing business. You know what I'm saying? And it's a really, really, it's a really, really dope conversation, man. Vlad took a lot of accountability. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really like, he didn't come off as just like agreeing with Lord Jamar just to get him back on the podcast. Like, no, he really like broke it down. He was just like, I was wrong. I was nervous. This was around the time of the pandemic. I've never been canceled before. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just like, I was stubborn. I was listening to the wrong people and things of that nature. And then Lord Jamar was just like, Lord Jamar was like, I was willing to write the public apology letter for you. You know what I'm saying? Vlad was like, you right. You the OG. I should listen to you. So it was just like, it was a good look, bro. It shows that the maturity level in two grown men, they could have a fallout. They could come back together, speak about it like men, you know what I'm saying? Put differences to the side and continue to go on, you know what I'm saying? With their relationship and with their rapport, and it just so happens, they can do business together. I just thought it was dope, bro. I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully it was genuine on both sides. It seemed genuine, you know what I'm saying? Because they talked about that situation for like a good 45 minutes. And then the rest, they got into like the whole Diddy and everything else. It was funny. It was funny, but it was good though. It was really, really good. I don't want to really spoil it too much for y'all, but for me personally, like, I just don't have a huge issue with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a huge issue with it, but like I said, I'm not insensitive to some people that are like highly disappointed in Lord Jamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where they kind of like stripping his flag to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But that's something, they also talked about in the interview. And that's something he was just like, if people don't want to rock with me no more, and that's just what it is. You really just wasn't meant to rock with me. And I feel like people are entitled to, their opinions. I do feel like certain people that had a close relationship with him that are like publicly speaking out, I kind of feel like y'all could have had a conversation behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Because even for like Lord Jamar's point of view, depending on the severity of y'all relationship, like if y'all not speaking every day and he never said anything, then I can understand how you could feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we speak, bro. Why you ain't say nothing? But if y'all don't speak every day, y'all just have a good rapport and you vocally just go out there on the internet and kind of go after nigga, it's like that look kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your mans, if that's somebody you rock with, and that's somebody that supported you, you supported them. You know what I mean? I just feel like in a situation like that, it's like, damn, bro, you could have kind of reached out behind closed doors, and that's only for the people that, like I said, have a strong rapport with Lord Jamar. You know what I mean? That's just for me personally, because I have close friends. You know what I'm saying? That I don't speak with every single day, but if I see something on social media that they do is kind of out of pocket, I'm not gonna vocally go on social media and talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna reach out to them like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, yo, why you da da da? You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I get it. Everybody got their own reasonings. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, like I said, it's dope to see two grown men come together. You know what I mean? And patch things up and move forward. Move forward. And I think it shows a great level of example, to not only to the youngins, but even some of us as older. Don't hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? If it's something not, like I said, not super violation, bro, y'all could get past it, man. Y'all could get past it. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man, about it, man. If you haven't checked out, the clips from the actual Lord Jamar Vlad TV interview, you can get the membership for $6. You get access to the whole entire video. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like for your boy. Hit the like. I'm out of here. Peace.